Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and hockey all day. It is Saturday. We got hockey games from 10 a.m. Pacific all the way through the night. So let's just break down the slate, get into it. We got 2 game predictions and 3 player props for you. And kicking it off here first with the Canadiens versus the Devils. This one's going to be an interesting one. Devils 6-4 versus Montreal the last 10. 6 of the last 10 meetings have gone over. Montreal's on a 4-game losing streak. Devils also on a losing streak, but there's only a 2-game. But they've not been playing well at all, especially their goalie. Their goalie has let in a lot of goals. Not even entirely his fault. You know, the guys in front of him just need to play better. I mean, they've got a whole mess going on in New Jersey, so I don't trust either one of these teams to get a win here. So I'm not going to take a money line in this one. But what we are going to target is the over 6.5. I think it's a pretty good price for it with, 6 of the last 10 going over. We got some good shooters on this team with Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier and Toffoli as well. And on the other side, you got Caulfield and Suzuki and those guys. So, I mean, should see some goals here. We've got some weak defenses with weak goaltending. Goalies have not been confirmed for this game. Doesn't look like any of the goalies for a lot of these games have been confirmed yet. But the expected goalies are Jake Allen and Nico Dawes, both negative records on the year, both allowing 3.5, almost 4 goals a game, sub 900 save percentages. I mean, so not great goaltending, not great defense, and a lot of shooting. So official pick that we're going to be going with over 6.5 total goals for the game. You can find that minus 118 on FanDuel right now. But moving on to our next game prediction, we're going to be looking at what I think is the best game on the schedule by far. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs going into Colorado to take on the Avalanche. I mean, you guys know the Avalanche at home are a different team. I mean, let's just look at the records here. I mean, 22-5 at home this season for the Avalanche. They're 35-18 on the season. Maple Leafs, they're red hot right now. They're on a 6-game win streak. Austin Matthews is targeting 70 plus goals on the season. That guy's unreal. 32, 16, and 8 on the season for the Leafs and 17 and 6 away. And looking at the matchup, Avalanche have taken 6 of the last 10 meetings with the Leafs. 7 of the last 10 have gone over. So I mean, right there. And I mean, you probably didn't even have to hear me say it, but looking at these two teams, we got a top offense versus a top offense. And McKinnon and Matthews are unreal this season. So I mean, I expect a lot of goals in this one. Both these teams have had some days off, so it should make sense for their starters to be back in net. Both these guys, though, sub 900 on the save percentage, both giving up about 3 goals per game. But as far as the game prediction goes, this is going to be another kind of like a toss-up game because both these teams are playing well right now. So the official pick that we're going to be going with is the over 6.5. That's going to be a minus 135 right now on FanDuel is where I found it. And then moving on to our player props for the day, powered by props.cash. Again, I cannot stress how great this software is. If you guys are looking for a research tool, use code CTB for 25% off your first month. First prop we're going to be looking at is Mitch Marner. And there's actually a couple of things you can look at with him. So one, they've moved his points down to just 0.5 points. So, I mean, you can see he's killing it on the season. He's hit 77% of his last 30 games, 71% on the year. This is 9 in a row now. And if you filter away, he somehow even gets better. So I mean, the guy's been on fire. 14 out of the last 15 road games he's had a point. So I don't even know why they have his line bumped down to this. It should be a 1.5. It has been a 1.5. So I'm really not sure why they bumped this down. So I would recommend using this as like a parlay piece, taking this and someone else to get a point, or I mean, you can even take this and Matthews to get a goal, and that'll probably get you some plus money and would be very likely to happen. Matthews and Marner connect all the time on goals, and I would not be surprised to see him get yet another goal on a Marner assist. But the main prop that we're going to be looking at is his actual assist, because they have this at a minus 130. Then just looking at the last 15, he's hitting 10 out of the last 15, 7 of the last 10, 5 for 5. He's on a 6-game streak getting at least 1 assist. He's had 2 and 3 in a lot of these games. The official pick, Mitch Marner to get 1 assist at a minus 130. Moving on to our next prop, we have one of my favorite shots on goals for the day. A lot of people are going with Brock Nelson in this game, and I mean, I understand he's on a 6-game streak right now. He's got good volume going. He's hitting 5 of the last 7 versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I mean, this is one that you can definitely take. And I do like this prop. He's hitting 70% of his games. The only reason why I'm not personally going to play it and I'm going to play Bo Horvat instead is because they have it already juiced to a -170. You guys know, if you guys are doing hockey picks, they juice a lot of these props to -170. I mean, even just looking at the charts, I mean, they're pretty similar. He's got a 70% hit rate on the year. You know, Bo Horvat has 60%, and he's been on fire even more recently too. If you're looking at Nelson, I mean, he's been pretty good, but Horvat has literally 9 of his last 10 he's hit over this line. He's averaging 3.7 shots on goal over his last 10, and he's hitting 5 in a lot of these, 4. So I mean, I like him. 4 out of the last 7 he's hit against the Lightning. And then again, you're getting the better price here. And if you even look at this on FanDuel, because you can look on props, you can actually filter by your sports books. So they've got some of the popular ones here. So on FanDuel, it's a -138. On all the other books, it's a -160 on DraftKings, -170 on Caesars. You know, so I think like they're basically pricing this at what Brock Nelson is, but on FanDuel you can snag it for that lower line. So if you want to play this for like more of the value, I would go with Bo Horvat for that -138. But like I said, him or Brock Nelson I think is a good play here. And then moving on to our last prop, this is kind of going to be like I'm just going to give you some suggestions because I have 2 guys, both ladder potential here. We got Jack Hughes and we got Nathan McKinnon, and I'm just going to show you some stuff. Okay. So those of you guys that don't have props at cash and you guys aren't able to look at this, I'm just going to show you. Okay. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 games straight for Jack Hughes hitting 5 or more. His line is 4.5. They finally bumped it from the 3.5 that they had him at because he came back and has just been an absolute demon ripping the puck on net. And he's playing one of the worst teams for shots on goals allowed. They rank 30th. Montreal ranks 30th. You know, they don't block many shots. They're ranked 23rd, and they take a lot of penalties. So, I mean, it's a recipe for another Jack Hughes ladder. We cashed the last one that we did on Jack Hughes. We cashed a Nico Hischier one. We cashed a Tage Thompson one yesterday. I mean, we've been doing well on ladders, so this is another spot that I like. I mean, the guy just doesn't care who he's playing. He's just going to rip it. And I mean, again, Montreal gives you a lot of space, gives you a lot of time to get those shots off. And I think Jack Hughes is going to have plenty of action today. So I would look at taking this line at his 4.5 shots on goal and then laddering that up to whatever your sports book lets you do. But again, make sure that you are reducing your units as you go up. If you guys have not run a ladder, you're going to do 1 unit, then you're going to do, you know, half a unit, then 0.25 units. Or if, you know, it allows you to do some more, then you do 1 unit, 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, you know, whatever it is. But that's how you do the ladder. And then Nathan McKinnon is the other one that we're looking at. So let me look for him. McKinnon. I mean, you can their charts are almost identical. Both of them just do not care. They're just ripping puck right now. So his line's also 4.5. He's at home as well, where they just feed him the puck. So I mean, 5, 5, 9, 10, and 11. His shot attempts are just going up and up. He had 16, 14, 11. I mean, so again, this is another spot that you want to attack. You know, take that baseline, ladder it up. You could even get even crazier and combine these two on a ladder. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to do all the above. But again, play what you can afford, play what you feel comfortable with, because I think all these are great options. So even if you're just not even going to ladder it and you're just going to play the straight lines, you know, go for that as well. So that's our last prop. Again, if you guys want the full betting card, link to the VIP Discord is down in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, all things to help the channel grow. And if you guys are tailing the bets, good luck. And as always, let's cook the books.